Dear friends, welcome to Sacred Oak Temple, our full moon ritual for March 14th, 2025. Today is a special day in the life of our little temple. It's the 5th anniversary of these online esbats. So it will give us an opportunity to reflect on what we've done and what we wish to do in the future, what kind of community we can build or that we have built through this online experience. To begin with, we acknowledge that we're located on Treaty 6 territory. Today we connect ourselves to this place and we introduce ourselves to the ancestors and the gods of the Cree, Dene, Blackfoot, Saulteaux, Nakota Sioux, and the Métis peoples. To that river, to this sky, to the wind that blows across the plain from the mountains, I offer tobacco now to the spirits of the land and ask for their permission to be here and help to belong here. As we build community, we have to include not only human beings, but also our physical places and the non-human inhabitants of those places. Pagan community is not only people gathered together, but these people in our places in relationship with these features of the landscape, with that river, with that mountain, with those trees and so on, and with these birds and those fish. As we prepare to enter sacred space, I'd like you all to take 3 deep breaths, hold them for a second, and then release them. With the first breath, we are here in our bodies. And with the second breath, we reach down to the earth and up to the sky and out to the land around us. And with the third breath, we reach out to the others who are in our circle today and connect our energy to theirs. And now we are prepared to be in the sacred space. As we cleanse this space, we clear out any remaining conflicts and divisions amongst us, at least for the duration of this circle, because what we can create together is so much more beautiful and deeper than what we can achieve through division. This is a place that is not a place, in a time that is not a time, halfway between the worlds of gods and mortals. This is a place that is all places, a time in eternity, where gods and mortals come together. And this is a place that is our home, a time that is our lives, where we can be greater than we thought. Guardian of the watchtower of the east, guard this circle. Open the way for the power of the air. As we breathe in the air, we gain the power to see. Guardian of the watchtower of the south, guard this circle. Open the way for the power of fire. As the fire warms us, we gain the courage to take a chance. Guardian of the watchtower of the west, guard this circle and open the way for the power of water. The water connects us and lets us feel what others feel and create a shared dream. Guardian of the watchtower of the north, guard this circle. Open the way now for the power of earth. The earth gives us the material with which to act and the strength and the foundation of understanding. And now for the center. Blessed are we who have been brought here together. Blessed are we with life and friends and family. The Spirit calls us to open our eyes and our hearts, to move us to act rightly in the world. 5 years ago, when the first COVID case hit Alberta, I decided to reactivate Sacred Oak Temple, which had been sleeping, and start offering online streamed esbat rituals. Anticipating that gathering in person would be too dangerous while the epidemic raged. I saw this as a temporary fix while the epidemic raged, some way to reach out and build spiritual community in a scary time, and as preparation to eventually start up public in-person temple rituals and community service. Well, 126 full and new moons later, I missed one when I was in Ontario visiting family 2 years ago. Here we still are. Several friends have acted as priestesses and assisted me occasionally over these years, but this has been my project, my service to the gods and the community. I'm not quite sure what to think about that. I've pretty much given up on the hope that a community of people will emerge that wants to take this project and start meeting in person here in Edmonton. I'm pleased that I've stuck it out this long, and I hope that this virtual spiritual connection has been a valuable supplement to people's spiritual lives. It has, frankly, been a lifeline for me. Reinvention is messy. 5 years ago, lots of us had our lives blow up. Starting something new, even something really good, doesn't completely drive out the grief from what we've lost. But it's in the nature of life to change. And whatever life we were living wasn't going to stay the same way forever either. It's been a long and careful time as we got through this epidemic, and we aren't yet at the other side of it. Now I've felt, and I'm sure that the same is true of many of you, isolated and lonely as the epidemic grinds on. I'm inviting you now to join me in creating a vision of where we want to go from here. What we have learned from the 5-year experience of building online community. How can these virtual communities of online esbats, classes, and Zoom meetings be a step toward an in-person spiritual community? How can we reach out safely? Well, friends, when we open our lives and we welcome our friends back in, let's begin clean. Is there some person that you have harmed that you have not made amends to? Some cruelty or insult, some minor theft or lie? Is there someone who asked for your help when you were able to help and you didn't because it was inconvenient or because you wouldn't gain anything from doing it? How can you fix this imbalance in your life? How can you act to make it right? And when exactly will you do that? When we open our lives again, let us open more widely and more generously than before to include in more people. When you look out to the world, do you see people near you that you could help, that are lonely and sad, that are ill, that are hungry? What can you do for them? And when exactly will you do that? And when we open our lives and we welcome back in the world, we need to look at ourselves. Are you lonely and sad? Are you ill or hungry? Are you worried about money or feeling disconnected from any life purpose? Look around you and see who is reaching out to you to comfort you, to help you. Open your arms and open your heart to let other people care for you. Take comfort in your friends. We are never completely alone, and none of us must always be strong. At the start of every great thing, there is nothing more than a vision. What is your vision of community? Take a moment now and say it out loud. Own it for yourself. Maybe write it down so you can remember it. A vision calls to others to join in caring relationships with like-minded people who enjoy being together and helping each other. Who are you in relationship with now? Who do you want to build with? Take a moment. Think about who is in your spiritual community and who you want to build it with. Write down those names. Reach out to them. To create and keep healthy communities, healthy relationships, we begin to do things together to help each other and to find others to help. What do you want to build together? What is your vision? Take a moment and think about how you will serve your community. What's a project that you want to see happen, and how can we do it together? How can we all come together here and now to make all of these things happen? I'll lead you all in a meditation. Close your eyes now. Get comfortable and think about how dark it is now in the winter's night. Feel how alone you are, just yourself and maybe a couple of others here in the darkness and the night. There are all these things that we want to do. And we know that there are people out there to do them with. These people are also looking for the kind of community that we want to build together. So here in the darkness, hold your arms high and feel the energy flow from your hands out into the air. Your hands are searching for other hands to hold. Feel the light, see the light flowing from the earth through your arms and out to form a bright pillar of light. We're building a lighthouse together, sending out a beam of light that can be seen by everyone who wants to build a spiritual community with us. And now open your eyes. And we may call for the spiritual powers and forces to join in the call and ask for their help to bring people to us. And all that we have and all that we are is built on the foundations laid by the ancestors. We call for their influence, good and bad, forward through our lives. May we heal together from the harms and celebrate the good. May what we bring from our ancestors and from their homelands enrich this land. May family and community form. I make an offering of grain to the ancestors, and I ask for their continued help. Now, my friends, it's time to bless and share food and drink. It's not we who bless food and drink, but they which bless us. For in their nature they nourish our bodies, and in sharing food and drink, we create community. As we share food and drink together, we assume an obligation to each other and to the larger communities in which we live, an obligation to act, to help other people out, to express love, to being open to being loved. No act of kindness is too small to make a difference. And so it was in ancient times, and so it is today, and so as we go into the future. May you never thirst. And may you never hunger. Share food and drink with us and with whoever is in your circle at home. And of course, offer some food and drink to the gods. I thank the divine mysteries, the goddesses and the gods, revealed and concealed in the workings of the world and in our lives. May the gods who shared with us in this meal and celebration bless us. May those who shared the world of the Spirit with us, who taught and nourished us, be blessed, and we receive the blessing of the ancestors and Spirit. This earth is our home. We are safe, fed, and secure, and we close the door of the north with thanks to the earth. Blessed be. The moon lights our way now as this celebration comes to an end, but the warmth of love continues. We close the door of the west with thanks to the water. Blessed be. Strength and courage come from each other. In unity is strength. We close the door of the south with thanks to the fire. Blessed be. And we end this circle with the breath of life, with that first great blessing. We close the door of the east with thanks to the air. Blessed be. We will go on together. We will support each other. We will build community. Take a deep breath. Hold it and release it. And again. As the sun rises in the morning and the world is covered in light, so that we may see where we are and where we are going. In the same way, the heart, the mind, and the soul, they open up, and we reach for the light of understanding, and we connect to the infinite, which we find reflected in each other. Take a deep breath. Release. And another. This circle is open, but yet unbroken. Merry meet, and merry part, and merry meet again. Dear friends, the next new moon rite will be on the 29th of March at 7 p.m. I'll see you then. Blessed be.